Hello there and welcome to Black Jackal Gaming.
GW are releasing more and more information about 10th edition, and they've dropped the Keeper's Secrets datasheet. So they've gained some toughness. We'll take a look at that. They're a touch slower, couple of less wounds, they've got plenty of attacks to go through. There's a new keyword called extra attacks, and we'll look at if they're tough to kill or not. So their datasheet is in line with what we've seen so far for 10th edition. They've lost a little bit of speed, so they've gone down from movement 18 to movement 14. The toughness 10 now rather than toughness 7. They've lost 2 wounds, so they're down to wounds 18. The leadership is 6, so they can fail Battle Shock and have the negatives added to them through that. GW basically wants all units to have the ability to fail Battle Shock during a game, rather than some units just being immune to it. They've got objective control of 5, which is in line with other units of their size, meaning that if these guys get on an objective, they're going to murder a lot of stuff on it, and if there's anything remaining, well, the side of them, they're going to take the objective anyway. The saves, as expected, they get a normal 5-up save, but they do have a 4-up invulnerability save. Let's take a look at their weapon profile. So their ranged attack, the first one, their ordinary attack, is Living Whip. This is an assault weapon, and this is 12-inch, 6 attacks, ballistic skill 2, -1 AP and 2 damage. They also have 2 psychic abilities. Now these are just done in the shooting phase, unlike previous edition where there was a phase designed all for them. So what they have is Phantasmagoria, Witchfire. Now this comes with the devastating wounds keyword and is a psychic ability. So it has a range of 18 inches, 6 attacks, 2-up ballistic skill, strength 6, -2 AP and 1 damage. So with those devastating wounds, they will be converting any wounds into mortal wounds on a wound roll that is critical wound. So anything on a 6-up, or if they have the ability to make it a lower number on a 5-up potentially, this could have significant damage to some units. Now the second option they have is the Focus Witchfire. It's basically plasma in psychic form. So they have the same range as 18 inches, they have 9 attacks this time, 2-up ballistic skill, and the strength, AP and damage is the same as the normal version of Witchfire. What it does gain is the hazardous keyword, which this is going to be along the lines of what Periling would be in previous editions. So this will do mortal wounds if you fail. We haven't been told exactly what a fail is for psychic attacks, but that is something to bear in mind in the future. So instead of like Plasma where you get more strength for AP and damage, this just gives you 3 additional attacks. So there is a minor downside to potentially outputting more damage. In melee, they've got a couple of different weapons they can use. So first off, we'll go to their normal weapon. This doesn't have any keywords, and this is the Wit Stealer. This comes in at 6 attacks, weapon skill 2, strength 8, -2, 3 damage. Following this, they have 2 weapons that has the extra attacks keyword. Now this keyword is new, and what this ability does, it allows you to attack with these weapons in addition to your normal attacks. So you attack with the Wit Stealer sword for 6 attacks, and then you get the opportunity to attack with the next 2 weapons for the amount of attacks within their profile. So the Ritual Knife comes in at 3 attacks, weapon skill 2, strength 6, -2 AP and 2 damage. Their final weapon is their Snapping Claws. Now this comes in at attacks 4, weapon skill 2, strength 6, -2 AP and 3 damage. This has the extra attacks keyword, so you get to do this as well as the other 2 abilities. Now it comes with devastating wounds, so again any critical wounds will be converted into mortal wounds instead. Finally, we'll take a look at the abilities on the datasheet. Now they've got a couple to go through, so we'll go through the 2 basic ones, which are the core abilities. So they have Deadly Demise. This is the damage the unit does when it explodes. So anything within 6 inches of this unit when it's destroyed and explodes will do D6 damage. Now they also can Deep Strike. Now Chaos get this ability called the Shadow of Chaos. So any part of the battlefield that is considered Shadow of Chaos, they can deep strike into up to 6 inches, well, a minimum, I should say, 6 inches away from an enemy unit. They come with an ability called the Demon Lord of Slanesh. This is a 6-inch aura that increases AP by 1 for all melee attacks. Now they may have lost a couple of wounds, but they are much tougher now, and they also come with mesmerizing form. Now this is a -1 to hit for all attacks, so range and melee and psychic attacks. They have a piece of war gear called the Shining Aegis, which is a 5+ feel no pain for all damage. The bracketing for this unit is 1 to 6 wounds, so once you enter this criteria, you'll be -1 for all your hit rolls. So I think all in all, the Keeper of the Secrets looks pretty tasty, and they're going to do a lot of damage in combat. They've got a decent ranged attack, and they've got a couple of spells they can use. They're much tougher than before. They also have the minus to hit, the feel no pain, and they give the aura of additional armor penetration. To me, this looks like a really good unit when you're running demons. You can also run some demons with some of the Chaos Space Marine armies, so this could potentially be something that you run alongside them.
Thank you for watching the video. If you have any comments, then pop them below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button as it greatly helps the channel. Hit the subscribe button to see any future Warhammer content. Take it easy and see you next time for more grim darkness from the 41st millennium.